What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, please make sure you go ahead, slap that like button and subscribe so that you are here for every video, and definitely hit that notification bell, especially if you are into this show and you want to continue to see me either do episode by episode reactions or a full series review. Either way, I am giving my opinion on this show because I have waited so long for this to premiere. I don't even care that other people aren't enjoying it. I don't even care if it's being trashed and read and shredded on Twitter. What matters to me is that there is a theme and a topic on a show that I care about so much that I am effortlessly handing over my money to Max so that I can watch the show. Ever since I saw the first promo for this show, I've been completely obsessed. First of all, I'm so obsessed with The Weeknd and his sound and the way that he tackles art in general, that when I found out he was working on a show, acting and helping produce, it became so exciting to me because I was already such a fan of his music. And then the fact that he was combining talents with Sam, who's the writer and creator of Euphoria, I knew I was in for a treat. And when I went through the experience of watching Euphoria, it was so beautiful. Like, again, just a moment in history where I'm like, wow, like this show is made for me. Like, it's so dark, it's so sloppy, it's so messy, it's so overboard. Like, I come from a generation where like I was always watching things that were like too much for me. Like when I was younger, I was obsessed with Degrassi. And then as I gotten older, like I just like more and more extreme, like situational shows, but that also replicate real life situations that I go through. So Euphoria was one of those shows that definitely hit so many topics that were so close to my heart. But now with The Idol, it's even closer to my heart because I'm so thoroughly obsessed with the pop star world, mainly Britney Spears. If you don't know, she is my number one idol, and they are clearly taking a huge bite out of her life and the things that have happened to her over the past couple of decades. And a lot of those themes are happening to Jocelyn on the show, who's being played by Lily Rose Depp, who is just iconic because the fact that she's the daughter of Johnny Depp, it just makes it so like full circle that she's playing the lead in this show. And I feel like a lot of people might be like, oh, like she got the part because she's Johnny Depp's daughter. No, she told you in the first 5 seconds of that show how she got that part. This girl is an actress and she's able to go from sad to happy to fake to real all in a matter of 5 seconds. And I saw the ability of a very well put together actress, but also I'm obsessed because she's playing someone who's so messy, so out there, so just amazing that it's just so enchanting for me to watch. So I think a lot of people, I don't know what they were expecting when they're saying like, oh, I don't like the show or it wasn't for them. I don't understand it. Like maybe you just weren't into the theme to begin with. Maybe you just, it's not like your world. Like I feel like if you didn't have a huge appreciation and love and interest in the behind the scenes of what it is to be a pop star, like then you would have no interest in the show. But because that's something that I'm constantly into, constantly like researching myself, like I love Britney Spears and she has been the idol and the vessel to so many of my talented moments, even up to the point where I played her in a full residency in drag. Like I used to watch her documentaries and her performances over and over again and study the art of being that in touch with your body and that in touch with music. And some of those scenes where they're talking about feeling the music and feeling what it means to be a pop star, they are like those scenes resonate with me so much because I feel like my whole life I have defended what it means to like pop music and what pop music means to me. And when I started making pop music, when I got out of performing drag and I got into creating my own singles for iTunes and Spotify through my drag persona, Jasmine Anastasia, that was a huge question of people being like, oh, like, why is your music so hypersexualized? Or why is it so this? Why is it so that? And the reason for that is because that's like what I feel and I really want it to come across in my songs. And I think that that whole idea of like Jocelyn singing something that feels like empty, it doesn't feel like there's enough force behind it, is so true in pop music. But when The Weeknd came along and he said, no, like if you write the song and do the song from the heart and do it as you feel, like you will create a different type of hit, something that comes from deep within, that only can happen from like real life feelings and real life moments. That's how the song can be created. That's how something special can be created. But just seeing her progress so far, and even in just this one episode, I'm just like obsessed with just like the characters, the cinematography, the music. I'm really big on watching like my shows with the sound up really loud, and I love a lot of bass. I love a lot of like musical moments, and that was the only good review that I saw of the show, that people were like, oh, like at least the soundtrack's good. But in my head, I'm like, yes, the soundtrack's good, but the show is also really good. And again, like maybe it's just me loving pop stardom, loving that world, loving someone sultry fighting for the life that they dream of living. Like I love that stuff. And to so many people, like that world is trash. They're like, oh, pop music trash, oh, messy clothes trash. I'm living. Like, to me, this show is art. And I guess you have to really know me and all the things that I've been through and all the things that I love and idolized over the years to realize that something like this is so up my alley. Like, even to the point when she came up for that rehearsal outside and she was in that little skimpy top and her cheeks were hanging out, that was like my favorite outfit in the world. Like, I almost cried because I was literally so excited to see someone just like, oh, just out there being juicy. And then we got the girl from Blackpink giving us choreo, living, and I just love it. Like I love the fact that this is the world that we're entering in this show. And at first I was like finances aren't too good right now, and I was like, oh, should I like subscribe to HBO Max right now, or should I wait until like the show comes out and I can binge it? I literally waited till like 11, 12 o'clock, and I was like, I can't wait any longer. Like this is gonna be my little treat to myself because I have to see this show now. And then even more so, like I love having this channel because I have to come here and say my piece, and this gives me a place to kind of like give a good rant and give a good review of what I think of it, regardless of how everyone else think of it. Like I know sometimes people are like, oh, like if it's not trending or if it's not, no one likes it, I'm not going to continue it, or I'm not going to talk about it. No, like this is my moment. Like I love it. I love this show. I want to talk about it. I would love to do episode by episode reviews. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to give you my piece every week on what is going on in the show and how I feel about it. If you saw episode 1 and you liked it, let me know in the comments. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments. I'm interested on everyone's opinion. But yeah, all you have to do is do a search on my channel to see the things I have interest in that have piqued my level of inspiration, and it's everything that's involved in this show. Like I love a good pop star juicy mess. I really, really do. And nothing's more inspirational than someone just pushing through the boundaries of stardom and just fighting through all the things they say you're not allowed to do. It brings me so much joy and so much inspiration, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with this show. I'm so ready for episode 2. But let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for the show, what you thought of it, if you want to see more reviews like this, more cute little synopsis, all of that stuff. I love you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.